Okay, in this tutorial, I'm going to show you guys how to make the collage for the ABC photo assignment. So you must have taken your photos first. So mine are on my desktop. Yours are probably in your downloads folder, but wherever you have them saved, you need to open them in Photopea. So once again, there's my 4 photographs, and my word is kind, so I have the letter K, I, N, and D. So to open them, I just go into Photopea, choose open, and I'm going to choose all of the letters at once, or you can bring in one at a time. It doesn't matter. Now, once you have the letters in there, you have to create a background that you're going to put your letters on. So I've decided, and it's in the directions, that I want the letters to be 3 inches wide. So I have 4 letters, and if each is 3 inches wide, then my collage has to be 12 inches wide. So I'm going to go File, New, and up here, I call it ABC Project. So since I have 4 letters, I'm going to change the width to 12. And I want the height to be 4 inches. And so I'd like yours to be the same height, 4 inches. But as far as the width, it depends on how many pictures you have. In my case, I had 4, so my width would be 12 because they're 3 inches each. If you had 5 photos and they each had to be 3 inches wide, then you would need 15 inches here. But 4 is the height regardless of what you do. Then you choose Create, and you get a background here. Now, if you'd like to have it enlarged a bit to make it easier to see when you're working, depending on the device, it might be Shift plus, Control plus. On my Macintosh computer, it's Command plus. So you'll have to play around with your computer to determine what shortcut key that you have to hit in addition to the plus key. So I've got my 4 photos here. So I'm going to start with the letter K. First thing I want to do is I want to resize it so it is the same size as the background. So I'm going to go under Image Size. And I said I wanted the width of each photograph to be 3. So I'm going to change that to 3. Okay. Now, I see a problem here with mine, and that mine, the height did not change. So I'm going to try again. I'm going to do a Control Z, undo. I'm going to see if this link fixes that, having that on, and try making it, because my height should change when I change the width. So I'll try this again. So for some reason, my Photopea is being a little finicky here. When you do yours, you change the width, the height should change with it. But in my case, it's not working, so I'm just going to do it a different way. And so you may not have to do this on yours if yours works okay. But I'm just going to say okay here. And obviously, it's going to be bigger than I want it to be. It's 7 inches instead of 3. But I'm just going to go with it. I'm going to do Select All. And you have the outlines around it, show it selected. Then I'm going to do Edit, Copy. Then I'm going to go to my background and I'm going to paste it. Now, as you could expect, it's going to be way too big because I couldn't resize it. So by the way, this tool up here is a move tool, and you can move around like that. So in order to resize it, I have to go under Image, Edit, Free Transform. Excuse me, under Edit, not Image, but Edit, Free Transform. I'll do that again. I have to go to Edit, Free Transform. And then you go grab one of the corners here. And on my computer, I hold the Shift key down and drag, and you'll notice that the width and the height change together, so the aspect ratio stays correct. You want to do the same thing. Your computer might be different, but in my computer, it's Shift and then drag. So you can see which one works for you. And then I'm going to hit the check mark to apply the change. I'm going to drag it over here. It's still too big. So I have to do this again. Once again, if your resizing worked properly, you won't have to deal with this. You might have to tweak it a little bit, but not like I'm having to. So Edit Transform, and I'm trying to get it so it it fits inside here. So I'm looking here. It's pretty darn close. It needs to be a little bigger. Okay. And there I have it. Once you have it sized in the right position, you just hit the check right there, check mark. Now I have to do the same thing to the rest of the photos. So I'm going to go pretty fast here. So I'm just going to go to the eye. I'm going to select it all. I'm going to edit. I'm going to copy it. Then I'm going to go to the project and I'm going to paste it. So it's the same thing. Select, copy, paste. Select, copy, paste. So edit, paste. This one's a little smaller, so I'm going to do I'm going to go to free transform. I'm going to hold the shift key down and I'm going to drag it, make it a little bit bigger. And move it over. Okay. Next letter is the letter N. Now, once again, you should try and go to image size, and see if that works for you. Change that width to 3 and see if the height changes for you. If it doesn't change, then you have to do it like I do. Okay, so once again, to get the picture in there, select all, get the outlines around it, which means it's selected. Edit copy, go to the collage background, and edit paste. Okay, mine's way too big, as you can see, so I have to go to the edit free transform. I have to grab the corner, hold the shift key down, drag it till it's close to the right size, hit the check mark, make sure the move tool is selected up here, and move it into position. Okay. All right. Then I need to go to the last letter, which is D. And once again, I'm not able to do the image size change because it's having trouble. So I'm going to select it, select all. I have the outlines, shows it selected. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to go back to the background and I'm going to paste it. Okay. It's a little bit big, as you can see, way too big. So edit, free transform, hold the shift key down, grab the corners, make it, as close as you can get to the right size. Looks good. Check mark. Okay. And there's all the letters. Now that you have it all done, you have to actually notice there's a little white here. I'm going to fix that. Okay. By the way, before I go, let's flatten it first. So all these layers we need to make as one. So we go up to layer and we choose flatten. Now they're all one. What I wanted to say is, let's say you have a little extra white at the end of the photo. You can just use your crop tool and then just select everything that you want to keep and don't select the white. Okay. And then check, and it's been cropped. Okay. So now it's ready to turn in. But one more step. If you want to make this all black and white before turning it in, it's up to you. It doesn't matter to me. You decide what you think looks best. Just do image adjustments and choose black and white. It'll make it black and white. Okay. I'm going to undo that because I don't want to make it black and white. So to turn it in, you just do File, Export as JPEG. Leave all that as it is. Say Save. And mine happened to download it, so I'd have to go find that. So it was called ABC Project. So I go to my downloads folder, and there it is. Okay. So then all I have to do is, now that I know where it is, then I would go to my Google Photos. So let me get there. And and once I have it, I'll just click upload, and it's on my computer. Remember I said it was called ABC Photos, and I seem to have misplaced where that is. So maybe it's in my downloads folder. Yes, that's where it should be. ABC. Naturally, this happens when you're doing a tutorial. So let me just put ABC in here and do a search for it on my computer. Okay. Yeah, there it is. And open it up. And it's uploading. Once it's uploaded, you want to add to an album. And I'm going to do new. And there's only one picture in this album, and I'm just going to call it ABC project. What's an album? Okay. I just like to put them in albums and keeps things organized. But to turn it in, you just click on the photo and you have to do share. You get the link for it under create link. Okay. And then copy it. And then the last step, you just go into Google Classroom and you paste that link. Okay. That's really all there is to it.